There we go. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Okay. What's up, Pat? We are on the first game of the night. It's the warm up game. Arsenal is. We're kind of playing like dog shit while we warm up. Yeah. We're in a pitch. Very true. Warm up is the warm up for a reason. Probably gonna be like a fairly quick stream tonight because I have to go see Neja 2 for the podcast, and the only showing is at 8. Do this. Bump up your mic. Yeah, give me 1 second. Where's my gain at? Is that better or worse, Pat? Better or worse? Hold on. Because I've got my volume maxed on OBS. Okay, bet. I need to find music is what I need to do. Some generic non-copyrighted music to fill the dead air while I think about what terrible mistake I'm gonna make. But just throw that on top and pass. I don't want to fatigue the Vincent, but I'm kind of fatiguing Vincent. Yeah, it's just classic Florian things. This is Matthew Vor's list from Phoenix, and the only real spice is he's got like some go again enablers, for gravy to try and beat gravy, and then because you're playing Go again, you throw Channel Mount Heroic in there. Um, he's on Dread Scythe for like the fatigue matchups like Jarl. But I'm just trying it out. Let's see. We've been through. That's all three calls accounted for. One succumb. What are you cooking over there, opponent? Okay. I have really liked. I've played with the CMH and Florian a couple of times, and it actually does a lot of work. It turns out you don't have to be like crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. You don't have to be like crazy like Briar aggro to get value out of it. Briar and LL is a lot of fun. I dealt 33 damage to somebody yesterday. So this absolutely can't hit no matter what. Because we're not giving them the free rune chance. So I've kind of done this inefficiently, I think, since I have all three shelters in hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one's ability, and then when we go to reactions, I'm going to use the other one. And honestly, what I should have done is I probably should have pitched. I should have played this first shelter for the rain chance, then done this play with the other two shelters, and that way I could have kept the blue and the CNC. But we'll see. It could like that could change depending on what else they have. What else they have to do. That sounds like a word game of like you have three shelters. If Charlie has three shelters and the Vincent has one coal, okay, this doesn't do anything because I didn't take any damage, which is sick. Um, what? Oh, it's just each hero. Okay, okay, okay. Things change, chat. I've played Cole often enough that I should just know that. But that's a really low impact call. I'll take it. And Tunic Sword. I think my opponent might be somewhat newer to Vincent, uh, which shout out to them because it's a really hard deck. So this will get the Maroon chance. So they're guaranteed to be able to play this next turn. And then how many? They just have one of those. All three calls, two of these. Deathly Delight. Okay. Yeah, Flourish is cool with because you're playing Stir the Wildwood, and it works with all your attacks that gain attack. This is like a pretty big like tell uh, that his list is running Banshee because that's like an extra three like large attacks that we have to know about. He's not gonna have an arsenal, so I do want to decompose, but not for no value. Let's be for 5. Let's see. I can. And with that thinking, bear with me. So I have options here, right? So I can take 5 and keep the shelter in arsenal. I can shelter, take 1, E strike for 7, arsenal to plow under. Um, that's kind of where I think that that's kind of what I want to do. I don't think that there are a ton of on hits that I really care about, and I still have Purg and Grasp. I still have Rebound Carapaces and Sink Belows, so I can kind of go ahead and get rid of a D-React, I think. And I'm just going to throw this for 7 and play good fab math. Your 7 touches my 7. One, two. Okay, and I can decompose for 3 with this rebound, which is sick. Okay, so this is going to be, yeah, so there's 4 of these. So it's 4 plus 6, right? So I can take 1, cancel. That's so dumb. So I take 1 rune chant, and then I can pitch to these. And then I'm just going to block like this, and I'm going to overblock as well to get my decompose. And this is really boring. This is like such compelling gameplay, I know. But kind of the most effective thing to do because they're not playing to like set up the sort of quote unquote combo turn. They're not playing to set up like the combo turn, so I can just do this and they'll run out of cards eventually. And so like it's not necessarily like it's not the most entertaining way to play. It may not even be the best way to play. Like I think that I could play more aggressively, but I do think that this is like with the way that they're playing, this guarantees me the W. So they undid. Them kind of playing slower is not helping either. Yeah, and like this is Vincent's a hard deck to play. Opponent inactive. Well, easy dub. Easy dub. I'll play Prism. I'll play a Prism. Sure, this is gonna be probably more exciting. Let's go first. I want that, that. I think it's just Blade. And then on these, let's just play Tunic. Here's the interesting bit. We don't need seeds. I do kind of want the go wide so we can threaten. I don't think we need truces. I do kind of want the go wide stuff so that we can threaten angels if we get to that state. Let's just run it. I'll find the 7 cards that should get taken out of here eventually. Okay. Vestige, so they're on the Aura planet, looks like. Just Arcane Seeds Life, AV1, and Phantasmal. Just do this. I shouldn't have done this. This like, well, they're blocking, which is great. So they don't have it, but like, I go again Ornate for 4 hours. I like Flourish. I think that CMH is important for getting for like aggroing them out. But we'll find out. I really shouldn't have done that because it does kind of open me up to getting destroyed by like a Genesis or something. Blue Herald. Okay. So what are we doing here? I think I'm blocking. I think I'm blocking like this. I am prepared for the I am prepared for the Angelic Wrath blowout. Something tells me this guy's playing 9 of them. Do I care about Wartune Herald? I just don't want to give them anything. I don't want to give them anything, and uh, I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to give them the value, and that's the game. That's the game plan that I'm choosing to go with. But I do have to be careful to not terrible. I have to be careful to like not block with all of my go again because I do have this channel mount heroic. And there's the punish. It feels so weird to try to play Prism, honestly. Well, that's gotta die. That has to die. We're just gonna do that and pitch it like that. This wonderful red stack at the bottom of the deck is so sick, bro. But I have to clear this, otherwise I'll just die. To them, I'll die to Phyrexian Arena every turn. Okay. I don't know. There's hope for me if they are like hard into this like aura thing, and that's all they're trying to do. So let's do this. Then I don't know if this counts. I think that this turns everything into a popper. Let's do that. We'll pitch felling. We're gonna Arsenal the Cadaverous, and we're gonna try and set this up to be 2 for 8 with go again next turn if we can. I think this turns stuff into poppers, but the question is, do I want to try to pop, or do I want to let this all like? Do I want to let this hit? Do I want to let this hit so that I can be lower, so that blow for blow has go again? Because then I can blow for blow with go again, cadaverous tilling, and keep my CMH around. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we have to try and get like the value out of CMH. So this goes to Arsenal. And then I can do this into this, buffing it with this. So this will gain 4 and be 10. And so that'll be, yeah, we of course we got the Soraya. Okay, take 7 here. Interesting that we did not flip an attack with this. I can't decompose. Okay. I don't want to give them the opportunity. I don't want to give them the opportunity to ALS me, so I'm actually not going to play this Flourish, which means that I could have blocked. I could have blocked with this Trot Along and saved 3 life. But I guess this way I end with an Arsenal, so. I don't know how much this Trot Along Arsenal matters, though. Opponent thinking about triggers. Okay, that was me. That was me lagging. So this is 19 damage turn. We'll take. I just want to block, and then throw the CNC. Okay. I potentially get destroyed by ALS here if I try to do anything else. And like I'm sniffing out some auras. So I'll just take my 9 value. Okay. Put a. Let me read it. Let me read it, Talshar. Oh my god. Put a card, action card from here on top of your deck. So they're gonna draw up into a Wartune Herald next turn. have 4 cards in Soul, so they can like they can't really do much with just 2 cards. I don't think. They can like they can pitch to flip the Soraya and then pitch again. There's the ALS. Absolutely blocking this. And then I think I'm just going to go like trot along, Rune Rager, clear the Retribution with the Sword Swing. Or, huh. What can we do? Maybe it's Grasp, Trot Along, Sword, Rune Rager, Scar for a Scar. And just all in face. Because that's 3, 4, 8, 11. And that's lethal. So that would force cards out of their hand. Everything at Prism. Mm-hmm. This is like thrilling gameplay as for like playing Florian. I don't know if Talashar's being slow or what, or like if it's just like the people that I'm playing, but it does feel like these games are going at a glacial pace. Hey, we got there. They just decided to not block. 2-0 on the streams, babies. If I maybe I can 4-0 a pseudo armory tonight. How about that? Wouldn't that be sick? Nah, playing Stardew sounds a little bit more fun than this. Than just watching Florian value. Okay, let's see who we have our. Let's go blind. Let's go in blind. I'm not playing the mirror. I'm gonna do that to myself. Ooh. Okay. This seems like a negative percent matchup against Verdance. This feels like a game that I cannot win unless I get super lucky. Um, let's do that. I don't know if I need blade or scythe here. I don't know if I need the blade or the scythe. I think it's reaping blade. I don't think I need that. Will run it. I legitimately don't know how we win this game. uh, I don't know how we're gonna win because we can't really fatigue them because they'll just loop. Um, they'll just loop like their combo pieces, and like eventually like we will have to progress the game state and they'll kill us. We can't just stare at each other. Um, so that would necessitate like us attacking them necessitates that they ooh, that is the wrong bottom. We need to bottom that. Go again. Um, but like if we try to aggro them out, that just gives them room to like gain life and combo us out. So I don't know. I don't know how we win this game, honestly. But by God, I'm gonna try. Like we don't have arcane compliance or anything. I could have done that way, but it's fine. I'm gonna try to just throw as much damage at this Verdance as I can and kill them before they can set up 3 healing potions and kill me. That's where we're going. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do that. I'm gonna block there. Mind warps. I see your wounded bull, and I raise you a wounded bull. Tome of Harvests. This boy cooking. Boy in the kitchen. Root bound. Reply to work messages. All right. What are we doing? You gaining. I guess gaining life so that they can decompose with this and not have to like get rid of their felling, I guess is what they're doing. Or just to decompose 3, I guess. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. All right. Got 2 earth cards in the bin. Let's grasp Rager. Let's grasp Rager like Autumn's Touch, because that's the most damage. And we did decide we were going to be damagey boys. This gets me another earth for decompose. Meanwhile, so like I'm over here like hard casting like an Autumn's Touch. Meanwhile, Gravy Bones gets Saltwater Swell and a Vashti. Make it make sense. Alright, I'm probably getting fellinged on this turn, I swear to God. Beginning of your action phase, destroy that. Okay. Sure, bruv. Let's Bramble Spark. And we'll pitch this. Do have 2 earth cards. And then throw this. This would be a felling for 11 after decompose. So this will leave and make an embodiment of Earth for my next turn. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Buff power. Taste by CNC. I think what these games are teaching me is that Florian. The thing about Florian is that you have very good numbers, and you have good numbers, and you're pretty versatile. Um, like you're far from a bad deck, but you. I feel like I don't have a lot of agency in any of my games outside of like attacking it, like outside of blocking, and even then, like not really. Like I feel like I don't have um a lot of ability to really like dictate the pace of the game. Um, I'm going to just block. I'm just gonna AB3 and cadaverous tilling. That was the second rampant growth. We'll arsenal this swarming gloomveil because I do think that I'm due for a CMH at this point. No, I'm not because I saw all three of them. Right? No, that was the last game. Yep. Please block with that. I feel like blocking with that Everbloom Life is like a huge mistake, honestly. Uh huh. I unfortunately cannot decompose this rebound carapace. But I can block. I've I've done a stupid thing. I'm so bad at this game. I should just have blocked there because I thought that I could pitch to grass. I thought that I could pitch to grass for arcane to threaten arcane and fuse this, but I cannot because I am dumb. And I think that I should have just thrown this for 5. I don't know. It's 5 either way. Dear God. Uh huh. Love this stack of reds. I had to remember that like it's a stirring wildwood, and then it's like a stack of reds. So I need to keep that in mind when I'm getting back around to that. Okay. Oh, I'm so bad. Why did I pitch to that? I'm making mistakes. This is my weakness. Is when games go really long, I start to make really stupid decisions and make stupid like careless mistakes. Like I should have taken 5 there because then uh I could have ever bloomed I could have ever bloomed then decomposed for Plow Under and I would have been online. And instead like I'm not. And like I still don't have like another earth card. Like I just haven't been able to get an earth card to decompose with. I think part of that is definitely like playing these slower games on Talishard like does that to me. Um, I think playing slower games on Talishar does that to me, um, and I think that God, I have just like really like played like fucking shit the past like 2 turns, and that's put me in this position to like get absolutely wrecked. Um, I don't think I can. I don't think that I need to like freak about it though. I think I just need to like play good and be smart. like moving forward. Bro, oh my god, stop, bro. Disaster. I just want to decompose. I just want to decompose my guy. These fucking trees. So I have two channels. Pitch deck? Yeah. What you getting? Yep. Just another day. I don't know. I feel like I fell asleep in this game, and then I fell asleep in this game, and I woke up and I was losing it. Is kind of how like these longer games feel. Like it's very difficult to like pay attention. It's very difficult to like think and plan. So I think that that's the area. I think that that is an area I have to work on here. I think that like I'm just throwing cards because I'm 100% dead. Like I'm not winning this game. I like fucked up a lot of really small micro decisions because I wasn't paying attention, and like you just can't do that in a matchup that's already like incredibly unfavored for you. Yeah, and we're just dead. We're gonna pop all this and do a bunch of stuff. Yep, gonna gain a bunch of life. Yeah. This gets the burn bear back. Or not. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. So it's amping 7. Now it's amping 14. I'm just fucking dead. Yeah. It feels inevitable that that's going to happen. But I also think that I played like pee pee, poo poo, caca, dog water. And I'm kind of mad about it, but I really can't be. But let's. I'm going to shake it off. Let's play a Valda. Or not. And let's just play whoever comes in here. Arachne. Arachni. I'm playing full fatigue. They're going to try to fatigue me. I'm going to try to kill them. AB2 spell void 1. I think you could just play Lantern and be fine. Let's see what you got. So I cannot felling, but I can just do this. I do not care. So get yeah, I'll walk like this. We're gonna block 7. 2 or more reactions. Okay. So this gets to 6. Oh yeah, deal, broski. The joke is on you, sir. I want you to banish these cards, and I don't care that this hits. I can't believe he banished 4 cards and didn't hit a single earth. Crazy. Crazy work. But that being 2 just the Nyx is like huge. Wow. Subs wants to enable chat. What are you going to say, Subs? Nothing. I'll take it. Block. Shred. Seeds. Dread Scythe. Arsenal the CMH. I am happy to get D-Reacts on my weapon. This does get me up to 4 and banish. Kind of fine with it. But I don't really want to take 4. But it is awkward to block. I know that this is going to hit, right? Okay. This card that everyone forgets exists. Banish my earth cards, Brosif. I bet this is like leave no into Codex into leave no. Cool. Oh yeah, this is a Codex 100%. Nope. Never mind. I'm shocked. Shocked, I say. I think I'm due for rebounds. Or not. I'll take a Plowlander though. I think I'm just gonna block like this. And then crack the well grounded. Opponent is new to Arachne. Sick. Thank you, sir, for that. So I can banish this, and I'll be online. And I can keep Channel Mount Heroic around by doing like this. Yeah, now that we're online, I think the game is gonna be pretty easy from here. Because I also have I have a bunch of tempo. Codex. We just get a felling back here. Plunder the poor, huh? Why not just get a leave no witness? You're contracted to banish opponent's cards with cost 1 or less. Boop. And I'll wall rounded this. Then I go Scar for a Scar into felling. Alright. This hits a hero, bench top card of the deck. Yeah, I don't care. I do not care. There's the last Justinic, so it's going to hit no matter what. Okay, so now we get to do this. So here's 8 into 4, so 12. pitch, swing. This gets 2 cards probably. I don't really care if he reacts over. At this point, I'm not. I don't think that we're going to fatigue, and I don't really care if he reacts over it. I just want to keep my life total high, make efficient blocks, and then like I know that I'll win on the if I make the game about numbers and not the deck. I'll win. It's the third coercive. Mm-hmm. Show me them attack reacts, brah. Uh huh. Yep. What a combat chain. What a chain link. Here's 6. I smell a codex turn. Or not. Okay. So there's a codex on the bottom. There's probably a codex coming up. Give me 3 cards. Give me 3 cards or give me your fleet knives. This would be 8. Or I can do it like this. Go back to 1. Decompose. Alright, that should get it. We're gonna do this. Or do this. Yeah, and they're just not gonna have enough to cover it up. With the GGs. Ugh. God, terrible, terrible game. Absolutely terrible. I got time, I think, for 1 more, and we'll make it a full. We'll make it a full whole armory. We're gonna do 1 more. Well, I guess 4 is fine. 4 is like an actual armory. Let's think about our games. So I have played. Oh, this is where I tried to play a warm up game before. I tried to play a warm up game before the stream started, and my internet cut out for a second. So that's what this loss is. But right, where's the prism? That prism game's not showing up. Maybe they'd had stats disabled or something. Anyway, so We played a guy who was admittedly new on Arachne, and we just fat decked and got there. Vincent, we fatigued. We beat a Prism, just kind of by with like the Channel Mount heroic and playing through some hands, some rough hands. Really, I'm just like down on myself because like the Verdansk game, and I think it's really highlighted like I think that game has really highlighted like a real skill in Flesh and Blood is pitching and setting up like strong like sequences of hands. I was complaining about how I felt like I didn't have agency as Florian to like do anything, and I don't think that that's true, especially in like such a grind fest that like the Mirror or like a Verdansk game would be. Like I think it's more about identifying where you have the ability to impact the game, right? And so, like, when you're playing an aggro deck, your ability to, like, impact the game and sort of, like, dictate how the game is going to go is largely on the combat chain, right? Um, it's like the damage that you can present and, like, attack reactions and on hits and things like that. And what I need to recognize as a player and pay more attention to is like in that Verdansk game, it didn't the turn by turn didn't matter as much as like I needed to be pitching combinations of cards that would enable me to decompose, or once I was decomposed, I would be able to present like a go again attack into a felling or something else or some other like form of disruption. So like on a larger macro level, I was focused on the wrong thing. And I think that because I was not focused on the right thing, I made a bunch of careless mistakes that I don't think I was ever necessarily in a winning position in that game, but I was more like I exacerbated an already bad matchup by not paying attention to the things that matter and by making careless mistakes. And that's what I need to work on, because it's going to be like if I go to a ProQuest or a Battle Hardened or something and I play 5 to 8 rounds, it's going to be the little things, those little small decisions, and understanding like when I approach a matchup, the macro strategy to that matchup are going to be the things that decide whether I win or not over the course of a long day. So I'm not super happy with how I played right now in that game, but I think that instead of beating myself up over it, I'm going to like come back and think about that insight that I've gained. So that's where I'm at. Um, I've got to shower after work and get to the theater. If you found this entertaining or you found this like insightful at all, leave a comment, a like, a follow, and I hope everybody who watches this, I hope that your Flesh and Blood journey is also one of growth, and I hope you all have a good night. Peace.